Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I have a empties to share with you. I don't know exactly how long these empties are from. I'm basically just gonna call them like my winter empties because I don't think I filmed an empties since like maybe like the beginning of January or the end of December for like my Christmas empties. So I'm just gonna say this is from like January through March. Um, it's not as much as I would have liked, especially because for February, the first like 2 to 2.5 weeks of February, I was really sick. So I barely melted anything for like 2 weeks in February, the first 2 weeks. So that was disappointing. So yeah, I feel like, if it wasn't for that, I would have a little bit more empties. So we are just going to jump right in. I have it separated here from vendors. We will start off with my one-off vendors. So I have one empty here from Rose Girls. I had shared this in my Christmas what I had been melting, and so that you guys would see this in an empty because I only had a couple pieces left. This is Mario's Home for the Holidays. This is Christmas Wish, Oh Christmas Tree, Toasted Marshmallow, Royal Sugar Cookie, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This is one of my favorite Christmas scents. This is like a staple. I do have another bag of this. I might even have 2 bags. I'm not sure, but I know I definitely have 1 bag to use for this upcoming Christmas. This is one of my favorite holiday scents and a holiday staple for me. I don't ever want to be without it. It's just such a beautiful Christmas tree, but you also get like that creaminess from the Vanilla Bean Noel. It's not like a, astringent tree scent or a smack you in the tree face. It's just a very creamy Christmas tree. I absolutely love it. I only have one here from Sassy Girl Aroma. This brittle was from February of 2022. This is one of the first brittles I ever gotten from Sassy Girl Aroma, and it still performed like a beast. Her wax has amazing shelf life. 3 years later, this brittle was phenomenal. This is Out to Sea. So this is blackberry butter jam cookies, cotton candy frosting, and beach nights. This was just, I got the beach nights, but it's also a lot of sweetness from that cotton candy frosting. I really got that with like a hint of the blackberry jam butter cookies in the background. It's a good one. I'm not sure if I would actually purchase this one again. I do have other beach nights blends from Julie that I do prefer, like Orca Island, Sweet Nights, Montego Bay. Those I liked a little bit more than this, but this was still just a fabulous beach nights. And like I said, it performed amazing for 3 years. I have a couple more. I have a regular beach nights and a sweet nights, all from that I got at the same time from February 2022 that have a few pieces left in each that I'm still working on right now. So those should be in my next empties, and those are performing like a champ too. I have one empties here from that Smell Good shop. This was a customer blend. It wasn't my blend. It was just on her website as a customer blend. This was Frosted Pine Cones, Cashmere Cream, and Marshmallow Fireside. This was really good. I've come to realize that I really do enjoy cashmere scents. So this was just a really, cozy nighttime scent. The cashmere cream with the frosted pine cones was really pretty. I would pick this up again. So that is Frosted Pine Cones, Cashmere Cream, and Marshmallow Fireside from that Smell Good shop. And my last one-off vendor, as I throw things here, is Lavender and Speckles. This is Christmas Trees and Cookies. This is roasted pine cones, rich vanilla buttercream, and freshly baked sugar cookies ready to decorate. I believe this was a scent that Charity had created with Beth, and I loved this on cold. But I will be honest, I didn't get much from this on warm. I don't understand why, because it was so strong on cold. And I usually, don't have an issue with Lavender and Speckles, especially like in her shapes for like the harder formula. So I was surprised that I didn't get the best performance from this, but on cold, it smelled like a really delicious, buttercream cookie with, roasted pine cones in the background. So that is that one. And then, so the rest of the vendors I have multiple from. So I have 2 clamshells here from Scentsy. The first one I have is one of my favorites, and one of the ones I wish that I had never taken out of my club. I have an issue when it comes to Scentsy, like, you know, it takes me a while to finally warm stuff, like new scents that I put into my club. Like sometimes it'll take me a while to even get the club shipped because I always like to push it out. And then when I do melt it, you know, or like I have a habit of like smelling it on cold and I'm like, oh, that smells just okay on cold. I'm like, I can take that out of my club. You know, I don't think I'm really, you know, gonna be like in love with it, you know. And this was one of those scents that I was like, damn, I took it out of my club. And I'm like, I wish I would have kept it in my club. There was two from this collection. It was the pink apple and nectarine in the orchard by the sea. This is when they did the spring brick collection. I think this was in like 2023 now when they released the spring bricks. Oh my God, this is so pretty. It's just a beautiful perfumey bedroom, like appley scent. I love it so much. I do have a couple more bars of this, and I do have a brick that I bought in a flash sale. So I will be enjoying it this spring and summer still. But it's one of those that I had it in my club. I, you know, smelled it on cold. I'm like, oh, this smells just, you know, okay. But on warm, I like fell in love with it. And by then, you know, it was already, the catalog had already changed over. So that is pink apple and nectarine. If this was to ever come back again, I would definitely put it back in my club. Next one is a club bar for me. I did put this in my club at the end of the winter season, the changeover from the catalog, and that is Cozy Cardigan. I don't have the scent notes for this, but it's just a beautiful, warm, cozy scent. It really just smells like you're wearing like a cashmere sweater and you're just like, you know, bundled up with a blanket on the couch watching a movie like that. Oh, it's so good. I love this bar. So that is Cozy Cardigan. Next, I have two from L3. The first one is a bougie bar that I finished in Sugar Cookie Royale. I absolutely love L3 Sugar Cookie Royale. They have the best Sugar Cookie Royale in my opinion. When I thought she was closing, I stocked up on this. I believe I have it in a large scoop, a loaf, and I might actually have it in a 2-pack blunt. If not, I definitely have it in the large scoop and the loaf. So I still have plenty of it. It's just such an amazing bakery cookie scent. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I think they have the best Sugar Cookie Royale, and this is a scent that I always want to have in my collection. So it's like one of those scents, like when you don't, on a day when you don't know what to melt and you don't know what you're really craving, this is like one of those scents that is just like, you know what, I'm just gonna melt this because it makes me happy. So that is Sugar Cookie Royale. And the last one from L3, this was in one of her shapes. I think it was like a gingerbread house from when she did like Christmas shapes. I think this was from like Christmas of 2023. So this is Cali Comfort. This is Strawberry Pound Cake and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I have another gingerbread shape of this, and I have 2 mini loaves, I think. I love it. It's just Strawberry Pound Cake and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. Like I absolutely love both scents, and I do enjoy her Strawberry Pound Cake. To me, it doesn't smell like the Bath and Body Works, but it just still smells like a very rich, creamy, decadent Strawberry Pound Cake. And then the added Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, oh, amazing. If you haven't tried this and you like Strawberry Pound Cake and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, I highly recommend you try Cali Comfort. Okay, next vendor, I have 2 here from Dessa's Homespun Scents. One of my favorites. She's having a pre-order this month in a couple of weeks on April 19th, and I absolutely cannot wait for the scent list to be posted. The one here that I have is her breakaway bars, she calls them, which is similar to the L3 Bougie bars. This is Salem, which is leaves, the Bath and Body Works type, Macintosh Apple, Dewy Outdoor Leaves, and Vanilla Voodoo. I love this scent. If you've been with my channel long enough, you know how much I love apple scents. And this is Mac Apple and Leaves, but then you also get the outdoorsy of it and the Vanilla Voodoo. Her Vanilla Voodoo is amazing. I absolutely love this. I believe I have this in another breakaway bar, and then I also have it like in her brittle size too. This is a staple fall time scent. I mean, I'm a mood melter, so I'll melt it any time of year, but definitely a fall staple for me is Salem. And next is one of her tiles. I would definitely get this one in a bigger size next time. This is Haunted Carnival. This is fried apple fritters, cinnamon sugared churros, buttery pretzel, and gooey caramel apples. She just has like amazing apple oils, like the Macintosh apple. I love her apple crumble. This one has the apple fritters and the gooey caramel apples. And I get the gooey caramel apples and the apple fritters with like a hint of the cinnamon sugar. I wouldn't say that I get pretzels from this, but I just get a really nice, you know, apple with the cinnamon sugar churros. This one was really good. And, you know, her tiles, depending on how strong it smells to me on cold, I actually got like 3 melts out of this one. I was actually able to cut this in like 6 pieces. I usually just like, because it's in a square shape, I usually cut it into 4 pieces, but this one was really strong on cold and it ended up being really strong on warm too. So I cut this into 6 pieces actually. So love that. I have a couple here from Swanky. This one I had showed in my December what I've been warming, and this is Snow Angels. Summer had gifted this to me and I fell in love with this. Oh, I love it. It's like caramel drizzle, decadent vanilla cake. It's like a bunch of vanillas with like caramel drizzle. It smells so good. I wish I could get my hands on more of this. I know she had an opening. It wasn't this last opening. I think it was like she had recently had an RTS. Then before that, she had a pre-order, which I did participate in. Then before that, she had an RTS before that pre-order. And that was the RTS that had like the loaves of Snow Angels. But I missed it because I never know when her openings are going to be because I don't have Facebook, so I'm not part of the group. So I just like randomly have to check the website. And when I did check it, this one had already sold out. I was like, no. But this is Snow Angels. I would definitely repurchase this in a bigger size when it's available again. I know that she's going to be closed now for a couple of months because she is moving to a different state. So when she does reopen, I hope she offers that scent because I would definitely buy a loaf of that. The next was a sample that I had in blueberry sugar cookie dough and waffle cone. She has an amazing blueberry oil. I used to be obsessed with blueberry scents, and I feel like I'm not into them as much as I used to be when I first started, you know, burning candles and melting wax. That's how I found out that I liked blueberry, was burning candles, Bath and Body Works. Like blueberry maple pancakes was like my favorite. But I found over the past few years, I don't, you know, melt blueberry as often, but I will melt it from Swanky because she has an amazing blueberry. This just smelled like blueberry bakery goodness. Really, really good. And the last thing from Swanky was another sample of Candy Cane Lane. This one I believe was also gifted to me from Summer, so thank you, Summer. This was just a really nice creamy peppermint scent. It wasn't a nose clearing peppermint. It was just a really nice, you know, creamy peppermint scent. It was like 2 heart shaped, so it was perfect, you know, to melt in my bedroom. So I enjoyed that. I would pick that up in a bigger size if she offers that one again too. And then lastly, I have a couple here from Teddy Bees. So the first one that I have here is a sample, but then I also have an empty souffle of Surfside Sweet Shop. One of my absolute favorite scents ever. Absolutely love this. This is birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats. Oh my God. I absolutely love this. I have another souffle in my melting basket right now. It's just so good. You get that birthday cake, but then I also get that cake batter. It's just such a rich, decadent cake batter with that beach treats. It is absolutely beautiful, and this is such a beast of a performer. So like I said, I have another souffle. I've gone through multiple souffles already. I have another souffle in my melting basket now. And then I think I still have either 2 or 3 more souffles. When she brings this back, I would definitely stock up on this. Maybe even like multiple loaves stock up, because this is just one of my all-time favorite scents from any vendor. Absolutely love Surfside Sweet Shop. 2 more and then we will be done. This next one, I think I also shared from my Christmas ones and said you would be seeing it in an upcoming Empties. This is Cookies for Santa, a blend of frosted sugar cookies and milk and cookies. This one was really good. I do enjoy her milk and cookies. It's just a nice, you know, rich, creamy, you know, sugar cookie with just like a little hint of like the cold milk, but I don't really get too much milk from it. I just get a rich, decadent, creamy cookie scent. And then the frosted sugar cookies just added even more bakery goodness to this. This was really good, a really good performer. I have one more souffle that I will be melting for this upcoming holiday season. And if she offers it again, I would definitely pick it up again. And the last one is one of my favorite scents. I do have a loaf of this, and I think I might even have another souffle. But this is Cozy Cookie Cake and Balsam. This is vanilla balsam, Fraser Firs blended with our Cozy Cookie Cake, which is warmed iced white cake, beach treats, marshmallow fireside, and signature sugar cookie. So I know people compare Cozy Cookie Cake to Surfside Sweet Shop, and they are similar, but I am team Surfside Sweet Shop. Like, that to me is just better. But the Cozy Cookie Cake with that vanilla balsam is just so good. Absolutely love this. Like I said, I have a loaf in it. I believe I might have another souffle. This is definitely a holiday staple for me too. So I would always want this in my collection. So, you know, once I finish, you know, my loaf and stuff, I would definitely repurchase this. So, because the loaf will last me a long time. So, and yes, that is it. And that is my empties. I'm calling them my winter empties pretty much from January up until now. I'm filming this today, which is April 2nd. So it'll probably go up tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, I was really sick the first 2 weeks of February, so I didn't get to melt as much as I wanted to. So that, you know, put a little damper in things. But I'm happy with the amount that I have, you know, finished, because like I said, it takes me a while to get through some of my wax because I don't have as many warmers in my space. So it takes me a little bit longer than others to go through wax. So I'm happy with what I got through. I'm pushing through to just keep using up more of my wax, trying to shop my stash more. So I'm excited to start pulling together like a spring basket. I usually don't do that. Like I said, I'm a mood melter, but I'm actually in the mood for spring scents. So I'm looking forward to pulling a spring basket and start melting some spring scents. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Have you started melting some spring scents? Are you melting any summer scents? Like, like what are some of the favorite scents that you're melting right now? I'd love to know. And I'll chat with you all in the comments, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.